the Alexandrian Codex. I'm an idiot and quit
Hello.
and
My
deleted
name
the
is
save
John
immediately.
Hammond,
So
and
let's
I'm
get a
in
new
charge
island.
of
Let's do
InGen,
something more
the
interesting this
company
time.
that you now
I want
work for.
a very small
Your
island
job is quite simple.
because I want to be
Build a park, create
I want to
dinosaurs,
contend
and
with the terrain a
entertain
little bit.
people.
This looks
Of
pretty.
course, we'll be keeping an
And
eye
we
on
can
you
raise
as well.
land and lower
We'll
land
watch
and
your
make this
park
work.
rating.
So let's go with this. Let's start out checking out our fossils. So we're eventually going to be able to get every site. We started out with Hell Creek A, means we have the classic Torosaurus, Parasaurolophus, Arcanthosaurus. No problem. Well, let's get our dig team started. We can't buy another team. Remember, time's gonna move twice as fast as it does in vanilla. Now,
Can you look after this
this is a good area for an enclosure. I think we could fit in a park nice and neatly along here. Have the river be the divider between where the dinosaurs are and where the park is. I think that would look pretty as well. We could go ahead and put like security stuff out here because it looks cooler that way. Maybe even over here. Yeah. Now, the question is, I'm gonna do something kind of silly here. I'm not gonna fence in the dinosaurs. I'm gonna fence in the people. Because that makes it way fucking easier to do really big parks. And well, go big or go home, right? So let's have our cleaners right there. We're gonna need some amenities. We already have a park entrance. Let's just squeeze all this in as tightly as possible. Now, people are definitely going to complain about how packed it is, but they can deal with it. 'Cause I do not care. Let's see. Yeah, I really want this river to be the divider between human park and dinosaur park. So there we go. This is our human enclosure. Now, how do we keep our dinosaurs nearby?
Hello.
This is how we keep our dinosaurs nearby. I'm not gonna go and deal with the foliage all over the island.
Welcome back.
Not happening. Instead, let's see. Gastric poisoning, I believe.
Yes.
Nope. Well, I guess we're researching Dino Belly. Gastric poisoning, I believe, is what they get from eating plants that they shouldn't. So we'll keep an eye on that. Go ahead. Plop down our hatchery fairly nearby, as they tend to stay close-ish to the hatchery at the beginning. Now we're gonna need some amenities, or some attractions anyway. Not amenities, we got those. How's that? Okay, we have a main strip here. This will be off the strip. This will be off the strip. So let's turn up the duration. Shouldn't really matter. Change the descriptors on these to playpen. There we go. And that should do us. Now, we're not going to open quickly. The research we're doing is actually fairly important. I am going to go ahead and plop down a ranger depot. But like I was talking, seems cooler to me to have the ranger depot like out on this island, or one of these islands. For simplicity's sake, let's squeeze it in right here. Yeah. This way the warden doesn't just keep complaining at us that we need ranger station. What are we full up on? Parasaurolophus, Torosaurus is doing pretty okay. No Arcanthosaurus at all. Well, that's fine. Just keep an eye on that.
Hey.
This has quite a way to go. Gastric poisoning is what I'm gonna go for. It's gonna be pretty expensive to...
Message from Dr. Grant.
Damn it. Arcanthosaurus remains, huh? I guess extract them? It's not what I wanted. Not at all what I wanted. Oh, let's... 1 year?
Right.
Sure. Let's get 3 of you. Let's see how much we can make by January 2001. Hopefully we can get some better design Torosaurus at that point. Maybe not. But probably. Almost certainly, in fact. I am going to put a bench by the restroom. I'm going to put a trash can by the fast food restaurant. I am not going to put anything else, because there's not really anything else to put. Fucking save.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are happy to announce the arrival of our newest dinosaur, Torosaurus. This feisty herbivore from Cretaceous, USA, will entertain everyone.
Alright, $200 a pop to see this
Ladies
Torosaurus.
and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to declare the newest wonder of the modern world, Jurassic Park, now open.
The price scaling doesn't really make sense. $200 to see a dinosaur, but like, way less than that. Well, you know, comparatively less than that to see whole herds of dinosaurs. But I guess this is the only dinosaur on the face of the earth right now, so $200 a pop to see the dinosaur arguably isn't that bad.
I thought you might like some input here.
Alright, arriving shortly. The nice thing about having our fences like this is we don't have to pay for a lot of fences, we don't have to upkeep a lot of fences. If a tornado comes through and tears through our fences, it's cheaper to repair. We can also upgrade these at a reduced cost in comparison to how much it would cost to upgrade an entire paddock worth of fences.
Welcome back.
And it's a cool, cool twist, right? The people are the ones on display here. I can't keep the Torosaurus where I want them. At all. They're gonna go wherever the fuck they feel like.
How can I help?
You're only gonna live for 6 months.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, but you can't afford to.
yeah, just give me a couple. It'll attract more people to the park, which will get us more
Message from
money.
Dr. Grant.
And people will enjoy being here more if there are more than just one kind of dinosaur. Now I could set up more fencing. I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that I need to. I think balloon tours are probably going to be our way to go on this island, just to give people
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
the whole
pleased
way
to
of the
announce
land.
the debut of our newest attraction, Parasaurolophus. Please enjoy the playful
Yeah.
antics of this gentle herbivore.
2 kinds of dinosaurs should be plenty to keep people interested.
It's
Now,
good to know you're keeping an eye on
if or when we introduce carnivores, that's going to be interesting because they're going to have very small enclosures immediately adjacent to this one, or I might fence them off from the herbivores and have 2 giant areas. I'm an idiot and didn't hire cleaners. But yeah, I'll try to be creative about that.
Welcome back.
Could make like a cut in here maybe? Like right here. Herbivores on this side, carnivores on this side. That's not a horrible idea. Can I do that now? Maybe I could maybe do that now.
Welcome back.
But they have a lot to play around with here. And I think, because they need to eat, they'll stick around here. That or they'll eat things that are bad for them. And make me a sad, sad man.
It's coming together.
But they should stick around here. Oh, cool. The helicopter comes in from down here. Yeah, that's not disruptive at all.
Message from Dr. Grant.
More Arcanthosaurus remains. Delightful. This game really has slow pacing at the very beginning, though most games have slow pacing at the beginning. I think you're supposed to spend a lot of early on just marveling at the dinosaurs. But even though they phase through trees and aren't as pretty as they used to be, still kind of cool to see dinosaurs. Even fake ones.
How are you today?
Pia Peng, Tim Peng, Julian Peng, Dan Florian. We have 1, 2, 3 Pangs.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Nearly half the people at my park are named Peng.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Yep. Time to do gastric poisoning, and we're broke. Because gastric poisoning, I suspect, will be an issue. I hope it isn't. But I imagine it will be. I find it fascinating that the camera collides with objects rather than phases through them. Dan, how you doing? The park is okay. You're from Arkansas, or Arkansas. Pang, you'll be coming back here for sure. Right on. Right on. Pang. You're from California. You haven't seen any dinosaurs. Well, yeah. Yeah, okay. It makes sense that you're not wowed by the park if you haven't seen dinosaurs, which are really not visible from this vent,
Thanks for
are they?
stopping by. Certainly.
Kinda. The hatchery does get in the way. You can kinda see. So occasionally, it does scare these torosaurs because it can come in this way. Well, it's not the end of the world. It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. Money, money, money. Give me your preciously earned
Good to see you
money.
again. Excellent.
It's very pretty. Lots of not dinosaurs, and then our dinosaurs are all over there. Yep, well, that's the price you pay for this
Message from Dr. Wu.
idea. Maybe I should have just had a viewing platform over here and over here. But I was assuming
To see you.
they'd actually eat from the vent. But, well, that's clearly not happening. My attempts at soft coercion have failed.
Message from Dr. Grant.
I really like the aesthetic of this randomly generated island. This is not bad at all. If I had all the money in the world, and I could cheat and give myself all the money in the world, but where the hell is the fun in that? I would fence them in, like, so that they couldn't go further than in here. I'd keep them in this little inlet.
What are your
Maybe that's something we can do in the future.
Absolutely.
Da, 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 da.
Welcome.
Jesus, yeah, I don't know how in the design process you overlook the ability to accelerate time. And this is already running at 1.5 speed. A default day takes 10 seconds. I've turned that down to 6, which I think is even generous. So a day is 6 seconds, that makes a month substantially longer.
Welcome back.
Used to be a year an hour is the speed that this went at. Now it's 2 an hour, something like that. Or it's a higher number.
Message from
It was a
Dr.
fraction before, and now it's a higher fraction, but I can't remember the exact numbers. So the viewing platform and viewing vent are not being well received.
How are you today? Certainly.
Guess if I got people binoculars, they might enjoy this more. This view isn't bad. Not great with the hatchery right there.
Message from Dr. Grant.
I will grant you that. Yeah, that was a slight oversight
What are your
on my part.
instructions?
Quarterly report. Yeah, added another dinosaur species. It should be benefiting you. It's not, though. It's not. So, the hatchery I might put down here, or bump this back and put the hatchery right in here so it doesn't obstruct the view any? I should have thought of that. I kind of thought of that, but I'm always surprised by just how damn blocky the hatchery ends up being. This place is satisfactory. Well, it's better than not. This is a great park. Alright. I wish I could see more herbivores playing. Well, maybe if you got back up in there and looked in the right direction. Yeah, we can now breed Arcanthosaurus. That's not happening.
Urgent message from John.
Hell yeah, now we have half a star rating. I'm not going to raise our prices. $200 per star seems fair to me. If we keep our pricing low, it'll get more and more guests. The guests will complain about how cramped it is, but they can fucking deal with it. It's a pity I can't see if the hatchery would fit here. I know I can't afford one, but I'd prefer to move it.
How can I help?
How old are you?
Message from Dr. Grant.
Yeah, you're not gonna live that long. Ooh, yeah, you're already a third of the way through your
What are
lifespan.
your instructions?
I do not feel like that was a good investment, getting these so young. I don't think we've seen a return on that in terms of guests. I've never run out of dinosaurs. In the years of me playing this, I've never run out of dinosaurs and had to close the park because of that. But I suppose it's possible? It's just very unlikely.
Thanks for stopping by. Excellent.
Kinda have to applaud the number of butterflies here. Even if NGen weren't cloning dinosaurs, they deserve some sort of accolade for making such a beautiful butterfly sanctuary. People pay fairly substantial amounts of money to go to butterfly sanctuaries. So, dinosaurs or no, we got a rebranding opportunity. Alright, Torosaurus is ready. That's fantastic. I'm gonna save up this money because it's just gonna be used to replace the Parasaurolophus when they go, and then the Torosaurus in the 6 months after when they go. Because what, Parasaurolophus is about 3.2k a pop?
Great to see you again.
Yeah, 3.2k, Torosaurus at 2.5. Pricey.
Thanks for...
No, you know, would you pay $2,500 for a fucking Torosaurus? I bet you would. That's very cheap.
Message
That's-
from Dr. Grant.
All things considered, that's not that expensive. Sweetie boy. Yeah, man, in all the time we've had them, they have not eaten at the vent once. Yeah, they just keep eating trees. You motherfuckers. Well, one day there will be no trees left, and my soft coercion will work on you. You'll come to me. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. Eventually, we'll get there.
Things are good.
How's gastric poisoning going? Okay. Those are the two I feel like I really have to worry about. Dino flu is quite irritating as well. Yeah, I guess I should just be researching vaccines, but they are very expensive. Yeah, maybe not. Let's hold off on the vaccines. Let's just get, like, cash machine,
Message from Dr. Wu.
cheap stuff like that.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Yeah. Cash machine, $600. That's more my speed. Just lost a bunch of money because we actually pay our employees here. Weirdly enough.
Message from the park administrator.
Many visitors are leaving without seeing dinosaur activity. Well, yeah, I hear ya. But, like... Alright, what's the rating on this? 6%, and the rating on this, 16. Vents. Not working for us. Don't get snippy with me. Just get off this section of path. Wah. Then another viewing platform right here.
Message from Dr. Grant.
There.
Yes.
This should count as being close enough. Yeah, 23%. It's not horrible. Yeah. Not horrible. Not great, but not horrible.
Hi.
And that should help our park rating a little bit. Yeah, you're only seeing one dinosaur
How are
from
you
here.
today?
It's so odd, the arbitrariness of, like,
Thanks for stopping
if
by.
I hop in here,
Message from Dr. Grant.
if I click view, and I look over here, nope, click too many times, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4 dinosaurs. 5. I can see all 5 dinosaurs. But according to the vent,
Great.
no dinosaurs.
Message from Dr. Wu.
So it's definitely not based on what's actually visible. It's a certain radii around here. So this is reading, what, 3? So probably within this radius?
Welcome.
I don't know. Because I think this means one species, yeah, 3 dinosaurs. So they're able to see these 3, but they're not able to see this. Even though they're right next to each other.
Thanks for stopping by.
That's odd. Like, I'm kind of irritated. There we go, 2 and 4. So it must be a very limited line of sight. Like, not horrible, it's just odd.
Welcome back.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Okay, that dig site didn't return anything. Is this exhausted? Yeah, switch over here. Is this what socializing looks like? I wouldn't know. Hell yeah. Tiny bit of money. Yeah, the model where you actually put dinosaurs in enclosures and then put like one vent per enclosure and like one viewing platform per like 3 enclosures works better than this way. But the romantic in me prefers having the dinosaurs able to wander around and the people be the ones in the tiny little boxes. It's like going on safari. Something like that. Without, you know, shooting the dinosaurs. That's half of your life gone. You two did not pay for yourselves at all. I'm sorry to say that. But unfortunately, it's true. I should have waited for their DNA to get better. Oh well. Lesson
It's
learned.
coming together.
I think I already knew that lesson anyway. I feel like you should start out with... Either start out with
Great to see
one
you again.
completely full, but only one completely full, or start out with a mini game or a section of the game, early game, that focuses on choosing your first dig site and then, like, while constructing the park, working on building up DNA, stuff like that. But early game seems very slow and rushed at the same time. Like, it's slow that you can just sit around forever before you hire staff doing whatever the fuck you want.
Should you find yourself short of cash, cash machines are now located at the
But
park
it's also
entrance for your convenience.
really boring just to sit and wait for DNA to come trickling in. Because the park planning aspect of Operation Genesis isn't really all that complex. It's pretty straightforward.
Great to see you again.
What were you again? 3.3? Yeah, okay. So once we hit 7, 8 grand, even if these... Where are they? Oh, okay, even if these two aren't dead, I think we'll get a couple new Parasaur Office just to preemptively replace them. And by the end of the year, we're going to need to replace the Torosaurus. That's a lot more time. This viewing vent... No! Man, both viewing platforms are just...
Urgent message from John Hammond.
Yeah! Slightly more fame. Thank you. Let's take this. Get it the fuck out of the way. That improve things? No?
How are you
Really?
today?
Really? You still only see these two.
Good to see you.
Trees really obscure the
Great
view.
idea.
I see 1, 2, 3, 4 of 2 different species. And you see
How are you today?
1 species, 2 of them.
How are
And you're
you
watching Parasaur Office, apparently. That's quite odd.
Message from Dr. Grant.
I don't mean to hammer on about that, it's just very strange to me.
What would you like us to do?
Oh, thank God. Yes, money, please. Thank you. Thank you. I've made it tricky for me to do what I wanted to do here. Let's demolish this. Yeah, wah, it's okay. That one wasn't as popular. Anyway, I want to put the hatchery right here, facing right here, so creatures eat here, drink here, live right here, and they're very visible. Now, one might argue, oh, you want to keep something within a certain area. If only there were objects in the game that could pen them in. Some sort of metal retaining wall. Specifically designed to obstruct movement. No, that'd be too easy. Alright, cleaner. Get back on the path. Thank you. Oh, deleting paths is not fun in this game. Alright, one more. And boom goes dynamite. Thank you. Yep, you're unhappy because you thought you were gonna die. Weird, but I get it. Alright, there is that. Cool. That looks a little ugly, but that's okay. 68% now. What? Why did that go up so much? Why on earth did that go up so much?
Message from Dr. Grant.
I don't mind. I'm happy it went up.
Welcome.
Okay. Alright. Whatever, I am questioning it, but I'm trying not to question it. How old are you? 4 months? Yeah, let's get your replacements.
Great to see you again. Right.
Now, I want you all to stay mostly within this area. Now, this fence isn't going to do it. I do need to actually take it to the edge of the map or enclose this area. It's only a thunderstorm, it's fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to enclose this entire area as... Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we're going broke, it's fine. Yep, running the park into the ground. Don't worry about it. We don't lose the game until we get to like negative 100,000 or something crazy like that. And we'll bounce back from this. This is just paying people at the end of the month. Arguably, I don't need these fences. But by God, I'm building them anyway. This is fine. They don't know. They don't know. I'm gonna keep that one. Fence is more of a guideline than really a direct obstruction of where they can and cannot go. All right, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. Yeah, gonna fence them this whole rectangular area. Should be okay. What are you whining about? You wish you had an umbrella. If only we sold umbrellas. Man, if only somebody had thought of that. Yep, binoculars would be good. That makes the performance of the viewing platform better. So hopefully people will be a little bit happier with that. Yeah, it is a little crowded. There's only like one real thing to do here, but that's fine. People will pay. I guess I shouldn't spend under 1,000. How much? It's worth taking a look. How much is our overhead? Upkeep. Upkeep's only 300. Really? Really? Why then? Game. Why then did I drop immediately to negative 2,000? Explain this to me. Nope. No explanation. Okay. I am finding myself skeptical of the game's ability to accurately track income. Let me just one more out, drag that down, it'll look fine. That'll get us up to 100. Oh my god, they're not even at 100. Well, that's fine. So you can see two things, 3 dinosaurs of 2 different species. So you're seeing these two and this somehow. I think the dinosaurs are actually doing me a favor in eating all the foliage out here. They are clearing away the things, obfuscating them from view. Once this is actually all deforested, I'll go in and plant in actual paleo stuff, but I'm only going to do it in this little segment, I think, just to encourage them to come over near the fence and be more visible to the guests. And we'll see about that. Give me money. Why are you whining? Why does it always rain on my holiday? Well, you went on holiday in a tropical island near Central America. Feel like you should have planned for that? Feel like checking the weather report ahead of time would have been a good call. Maybe. Though I suppose weather report broadcasting has gotten a lot better since the early 2000s when this came out. It is 2000. Most of these people don't even have cell phones. Like the vast majority of these people would not have cell phones. Weird friggin' world. Clean that? No, just walk on by it. Alright, cleaner. Clean that. Thank you.
Urgent message from John Hammond.
There we go. So now I'm okay with charging 300 for admittance. Shit. I overshot what I actually wanted to build. Nope, not that. Okay, that. We'll close this in surely. Slowly but surely. We don't actually have to. Dinosaurs won't go out to sea, and this is too deep for them to travel through anyway. But just for aesthetic reasons, I'd like it to be closed.
Good to see you again. Definitely.
Yep, can only see 3 dinosaurs, huh? Not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, only 3. That was some blind fucking customers. Jurassic Park should really start offering eye examinations to its guests. Yeah, let's just do that so I have to stop worrying about this. Beautiful. Fence is... There we go. It's in perfect shape. Not that it breaking would really be a concern, as these herbivores won't hurt our guests. We have nearly 40 people here to see 7 dinosaurs. Not bad. Not
Ladies and
terrible.
gentlemen, to enhance your Jurassic
Oh,
Park
the
experience,
binoculars weren't available yet.
have now been installed at our dinosaur observation posts.
Ah. Okay. Yeah, that number is significantly higher. Now they can see everything. Because it actually extends. I think what it is, this has an area of effect, or a certain radius or diameter that it reaches out to, and that the binocular upgrade increases that radius, but the actual radius isn't clear and it doesn't show you when you're placing it. It's a behind the scenes type deal. Still good to know. Still digging for Arcanthosaurus, huh? Alright. So we got Parasaurolophus and Torosaurus. Torosaurus like Triceratops. Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus. Yeah, let's just unlock Site B. I like Site B quite a bit. Torosaurus, Triceratops get along fine. Edmontosaurus, Parasaurolophus go great. Pachycephalosaurus is my favorite dinosaur, so it don't hurt. It does not hurt to pick up. We have enough to engage in... Nope. Engage in research. The souvenir stand will give us another source of income. It's expensive, but I think that other source of income will pay for itself. Very sneaky Torosaurus. Very sneaky. You are not the pack leader. Where's the pack leader? Or the herd leader? You? No? You. No? Okay. Not you. Not you. Not you. Not you. But there's only 4 Parasaurolophus. One of you's gotta be matriarch.
Message from Dr. Graham.
None of them are matriarch. That's weird. See, we have the Torosaurus matriarch right here. But the Parasaurolophus don't have a... Oh, they're
Message
anarchists.
from Dr. Sattler.
Died of natural causes. Yep. That's why we made replacements. Because I knew that was gonna happen. How are you all doing? Got at least 3 months left in you? Yeah, you're halfway through your expected lifespan. No need to replace you yet. What is the deal? Is it too crowded for you, my dude? Yep, too crowded. Deal with it. I don't care.
Message
Guest
from Dr.
experiences.
Sattler.
Important, but not that important. How do I have 5 cleaners and they can't keep a 200-foot span of path queen? Explain this to me, game. Now, I think the reason actually is that every time someone, like, whether it be a cleaner or a guest, walks over a segment of path, it increases the path's dirtiness. Once that dirtiness passes a certain threshold, the path changes to dirty path and applies a negative modifier and yada yada yada. I think actually the best way to keep things clean is get people more paths to walk on and more things to do so they're more spread out. I don't know that for a fact, I just suspect that's the reasoning. Oh, here, now you're the matriarch. Didn't have one before, but apparently half of your herd dying is enough to get a little hierarchical structure going. Viva la hierarchy. This dig team seems very slow to me. I say, is it dug something up?
Good to see you.
I think what's actually happening is it's just not finding Arcanthosaurus DNA. Do I want to make an Arcanthosaurus enclosure? Not really. So why don't we get the dig team the hell out of there? Go put them to use digging up something I actually care about? Yeah, fuck it. Whoa. That one's mediocre? Really? That sucks. Any of the 3 kinds of dinosaurs they can find in this new site are dinosaurs that we want, being that they're herbivores and all. Or herbivores, depending on your pronunciation. And that would be quite beneficial. We should be saving up to replace the Torosaurus now, we should be saving up for our next research, and saving up preemptively in case I need to vaccinate any of these. Hopefully I won't, but they are eating potentially poisonous plants. So, keep an eye on that. I really do wish this game provided you some way to clean up dead dinosaurs. This seems kind of... like, if an animal dies at a zoo, the zookeepers don't just leave the corpse slowly rotting in the enclosure for the next 6 months. They get it out of there. And, like, if we have carnivores and predators in our park, you can repurpose the remains. It seems like a waste just to let it sit.
Good to see you again.
Fountains, I guess, are next. They make people happier, and they're already crowded, so fountains would make them feel a little bit better about being crowded. It's not going to help the dirtiness factor at all, but nothing will.
Hi.
I've only seen 2 dinosaurs? Excuse you? Are you seeing that Torosaurus or that Torosaurus? And how are you only seeing one of the Parasaurolophus? Viewing platform, you confuse me. What you got, Grant? Yeah, Pachycephalosaurus remains. And high quality ones. Dope. How long do you have to live? 2 years. Oh god, that's nice. You have 5 months. Money, 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 money. Now, it could be that the filth on the paths are increasing due to a lack of trash cans. Now, I sincerely doubt that, but I'm putting in these trash cans and benches just as an attempt to see if it makes a difference. I don't imagine it will, but we only had like 1 bench and 2 trash cans before, so... No, 1 bench and 1 trash can. So, it's not...
Message from Dr. Wu.
Not an unreasonable thing to increase. Yeah, you motherfuckers have not eaten a single paleo bale. But eventually all of these trees will be gone, and you're gonna have to eat what I want you to eat. Well, fuck that quarterly report, I guess. What you got? We're satisfied with the healthy status of your finances. Make sure you maintain a positive park budget in the future. Oh, right, because we fell negative and they freaked out about it. It's fine. It's very okay. More Pachycephalosaurus and Edmontosaurus. Dope. Dope. I love that the scientific name of Pachycephalosaurus is Pachycephalosaurus, or this genus of Pachycephalosaurus is Pachycephalosaurus wyomingensis? Wyomingensis. But it's so long that it just clips off the end here. Yeah. You can upgrade the building models. I just didn't bother. I was too busy playing around with other little things. Making time go about twice as fast was pretty high on my priority list. But I might make a note of that. I don't know how much Operation Genesis I'm going to be playing. A little bit, just because of the nostalgia factor. Wait, I completely ignored that message. Yeah, it was a DNA message. Be a setup. Cool. That's a reminder to myself that I'm going to forget immediately. Sticky notes don't really help you if you have
Urgent message from John Hammond.
bad memory, or if you procrastinate a lot. All they do is kind of sit around as like glaring reminders that you have procrastination issues. Like, yep, still haven't done that. You can't see it, but monitor here, and just all along the edge of both of them, covered in tiny little to-do notes.
Good choice.
Yeah. Ah. This man is the most patient man. He lives in this helicopter. His legs look horrible. Like, there's something wrong here. Also, his feet are kind of clipping into the helipad. You need help, sir? Souvenir stand. Oh god, get it over 30 before someone buys one. There we go.
Can you spare a minute to look at this?
Thank you. Alright. Attractions. Balloon Tour is absolutely a must fucking have with this weird setup I'm going for. Because this is not cutting it. They're only seeing... well, they're seeing just about everything we have right now. but they haven't always. So being able to guarantee that they can just do a loop around this whole area would be quite nice.
It's good to know
How's
you
weather
keep an
looking?
eye on things.
Rain, sunny, sunny. Love it. Yeah. Yeah, there are a couple of mods that change up the building models as well, but I was mostly looking for some that substantially change gameplay. There really aren't any mods that do that. There are a few mods that add like new dinosaurs, and I'm loosely considering grabbing that. But a big part of the appeal for this has been nostalgia, because if I want a better version of this game, rather than modding it myself or hunting down mods that can do that, I could just wait 2 months and presumably the new Jurassic World Park Simulator will do that for me. But yeah, I remember having the nicer looking buildings. Man, it's so easy to forget how nice this looked back in the day. And
Message from Dr. Wu.
really how limited hardware resources were back then. Computer
What should we
hardware, I
do
mean.
here?
Yeah, I didn't realize how easy this was to mod until I opened up the files today and started taking a look. It's incredibly easy. They're all, well, more or less, they're all text files. Or at least the important ones are text files. There's some other stuff going on too, but real easy to mod. It's a shame I never looked into it. Because I started modding with much more complicated games when I was younger. And this would have been a much better baby's first mod platform. Ooh, 15K.
Message from Dr. Wu.
You're not dead yet. You got 3 months left in you. Let's just replace the
Great to
Torosaurus
see you
anyway.
again. Okay.
Because I can afford it, then I don't need to hold on to the money quite as much.
Things are good.
You're doing the balloon tour, right? We'll hold on to 2K, at least for that. What do I want to spend money on? Well, I don't really want more attractions until the balloon tour is ready. Then the balloon tours are going to dominate what I'm doing here. I might want to open things up pathwise in here, but I don't care. They'll complain about crowding, and I will continue to not give a fuck, because the majority of the money you make from the guests
Message from Dr. Grant.
is when they land. And so long as it doesn't affect our park rating substantially, whatever. Oh, I meant to get fountains. Yeah, we'll do fountains after we get balloon rides, because fountains will at least make it prettier. And they'll complain a little bit less about how crowded it is if it's a little bit prettier. Prettier. Yeah, I'm not surprised the game has a strong modding community. I'm surprised it's still alive after so long, but like there haven't been very many good park simulators involving dinosaurs. Like, I was looking on Steam this morning, last night, one of the two, and there's a few, but they're not super impressive. There's one that came out of early access and is still in early access that came out last year that looks really pretty, but just apparently doesn't run very well, and I might still take a look at it, but it looks like they were
Good to see you again.
caught off guard by the announcement of an official Jurassic Park product and pushed it to market before it was ready, just to try to make some return on their investment. Sucks, man. I know that feeling. I worked on, before the release of Halo Wars, I was part of a modding team working on a Halo RTS mod, and once Halo Wars got announced, it was like, well, we can't work on this anymore. Didn't get a cease and desist, but it did kinda.
Thanks for stopping by.
It's been so long, I don't really remember the exact circumstances, but it was very sad. The team went on to create a really good standalone mod outside of that context. Yeah, those were fun times.
Message from Dr. Wu.
What up, Woo? Not ready yet. Even if it were ready, I wouldn't want to print them out yet. Yeah, I mean, as a kid, it was definitely crushing, and most of the team were pretty hurt, but we took a lot of for the most part. I was just involved in QA and forum moderation for the most part, so my contribution was very limited. They took most of the mechanics and obviously the graphical assets, or the graphic assets they couldn't use, but the gameplay mechanics they cooked up, they started reintroducing in a new reskinned project that ended up being pretty good. I can't remember the name of the new project for the life of me, and I know the development studio isn't around anymore. Well, the people are, but they're working on new projects. Otherwise, I'd cite it, but nah. The forum we ran off of has been offline for many, many years. Still, you know, good way to pass the time if you find yourself as a preteen teenager, bored as hell, enjoying video games, but wishing, like, something would be slightly different. My dude, pop open the game files, take a look at the code. You don't have to understand the code, just look and try to learn what it's saying. It's like learning it's not like learning a new language so much as like decoding something, like trying to understand somebody's shorthand notes or something like that is more what it takes to start learning coding. If you really like a game, pop it open and take a look at what makes it tick. That is the best way to start.
Good to see you.
Start making games better and more fun for yourself. What up, Nope Man? That is a fantastic name. Yeah, thanks for following. I'm a little envious of your screen name, actually. Those two words embody much of my personality. Nope. 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 Oh my god.
It's coming together.
We're running basically at 1.5 or 1.6 speed right now. And it still feels slow. I could have made it so that each in-game day was 1 second of real time, but then we'd just be flying through the game. Though that might be worth it, right? Me speeding up time has actually made the game a little bit easier because the rate that we're getting money is sped up, so I have to spend less time agonizing over when we're gonna get our next income boost or anything like that. It's just faster. It's 40%, so we're running at 140%, something like that. I'm not doing the math right. I'm shorthand doing the math.
Yes.
Like, it really is as easy as opening up a text file, and it says seconds per in-game day, seconds per in-game week, in-game month, in-game year, etc., etc. You just change those values. It's very easy. Like, it's commendably easy. Modern game developers could really take a token from making the game files that clear, that accessible, and that easy to interact with. Because I think fostering a community around a game is a way to increase longevity, particularly when it comes to your modding communities. Yeah, yep. Exactly like you're saying. Like, look at Fallout New Vegas, or Fallout 3 even.
Message from Dr. Wu.
Those games have prospered greatly due to their modding communities. Now, I'm gonna put in a cut here. I'm gonna keep streaming, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna have to stop by again tomorrow for more of this. Until then, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all of that stuff. Until then, I'm gonna say toodaloo, take care, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!